Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you saw on the title, this is a Q&A. I actually had a viewer request this. She said she had a lot of questions, and then I got a lot more questions from a lot of you. So I figured there was a lot of interest, so I'm just going to jump on my phone and we are going to get this started. You guys had a lot of awesome questions, so if you are interested in knowing a little bit more about me, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start with Instagram first, which, by the way, how do you guys like the new change with the Instagram label and all of that? It was a little shocking to me. I didn't even know it was happening, and I think it's a little bit too white, the whole layout, but overall pretty cute. So I'm gonna start here with the questions. So let's see here. The first question is from Assassin Suicide, which is my friend Alex, and she said, who's your favorite assassin? Laugh my fucking ass off. Of course it's you, girl, of course. And she said, okay, no, but your favorite villain. P.S. better be Maleficent, cause me. Well, I have to say Maleficent is, you know, I like villains that I can relate to, honestly, and I relate to so many of them, and Maleficent is probably number 2 on my list, but shockingly number 1 is Oogie Boogie. And if you guys don't know who that is, it's from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I absolutely love it, and he's my man.
He's ancient, he's ugly, I don't know which is worse. I might just split a seam now. If I don't die laughing first.
And I think that I like him the most just because I get his humor. Like, he's got humor, I get it, and he makes me laugh, and he's entertaining, and I don't know, you guys. I know a lot of you are like, what the hell, it's a sack full of maggots. I just find him entertaining, and I love watching that movie just for him. So he's definitely my favorite villain, which is probably not the norm of people's favorite villains, but he's a bomb. The next question is from XX Yoli's XX, and she asked, what's your favorite Disney movie? Now, my favorite Disney movie is a recent one, actually. It's not one that I grew up with, which is actually something that was shocking to me as well, because I thought that this is my personal feelings, you guys, because I love Disney. I kind of feel like the newer version of Disney movies have been kind of like, meh, like they're missing what they had back in the day when I was growing up. So this shocked me a little bit, but it is Big Hero 6. I absolutely freaking love that movie. It makes me cry, it makes me laugh, and my son, who is 3 years old, he's ever since he was like 2, just turned 2, he loved that movie, and we still do the whole I just love it. Now the next question is from the person who actually requested this Q&A. I don't know how to say your username, Mrs. Pure Year 12, I believe. And she asks, how old are your children? I have a son who is 3 and I have a daughter who is 9. And then she asks, is it hard working in the YouTube business with kids? It really is, but my husband is such a big support system that he watches them or distracts them or takes them out while I'm filming, and so he really gives me that alone time to be able to work and film and really put the time and effort I need to in it. So that's always nice, but you know, we live in a very small house, you know, it's a trailer, so you can hear everything through the walls, and whether they're at the end of the house or not, you can hear them probably in my videos a lot of the times, and I don't know, I mean, what can you do? And then she asks, how do you manage social media with having a family? The phone, girl, the phone. You know, well, I'm always constantly on the phone, like multitasking, or if I have to answer an email or something, I jump on the laptop, but I'm constantly like juggling my children, my house, and working constantly all day until I go to sleep. It's literally from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I'm juggling about 5, 6, maybe 7 things during the day, and it does get very hard. It's very exhausting, but it's also very fun, and I like to be busy, so I like it. I like the busyness, but it is a little bit exhausting, and sometimes it's just downright impossible. The next question is from Pariah the Queen, and she asks, what do you think of Fall Out Boys? I like a couple of their songs, but other than that, I don't really know anything about them. I can't judge them. I just know that they put out a couple of good songs that I like to listen to on the radio. The next question is from Chloe's Mom 5, and she asks, what is your favorite movie? I think it's pretty ordinary, you know, probably what a lot of people say, but it is The Notebook. I absolutely love the story behind that movie. I love the actors in that movie, and I love it. I can't get enough of that movie. And then she asks, Walmart, Target, or Kmart? I'd have to say Target, for at least around here, for its cleanliness, but Kmart has a lot of good deals because Target is really expensive. I'm not even going to mention Walmart because that's just not my jam. And then our last question is, if you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be? I think that it would be that what people think of you does not matter. And that is something that I have to constantly remind myself, is that what people think does not matter. My happiness is the only thing that matters, and as long as I'm being honest. And that is something that back in the day, I cared so much about what people thought. And I mean, I also would have told myself that life goes on. This too shall end. I was going through a lot of things growing up. My father was dying since I was, 2 years old. He wasn't even supposed to see me start school. He did live until I was 17 years old, but that was a very, very hard childhood for me. I really didn't have my father figure around because he was on the couch with oxygen. He wasn't able to walk around and do things, go out and see me do sports, or go anywhere with us, and it was a very hard time. And I think that I would have loved to have gone back and just told myself, let it go, like Frozen, just let it go. The next question is from Belita181, I believe, and she said, how did you get your YouTube started? I literally sat down with a crappy Acer laptop and just started filming. No lights, no lighting, a crappy webcam, and I just started filming. Then she asks, what inspires you to do makeup looks that don't look like what every other YouTuber is doing? I don't know. I think that I do makeup looks like every other YouTuber. It's really hard not to, just because every look that you could probably think of has been done by someone before you, so it's really, really hard to come up with something new. But I really only just do makeup looks that I like, that I believe look good on me, and I don't care if someone else has done them. I don't care if they were just done by someone else a week ago. I mean, if it's that close in time, I will give that YouTuber credit, which is something that I do not see a lot. Even with the bigger YouTubers, they tend to kind of take smaller YouTubers' looks, especially with Get Ready With Me's or tutorials. They take their looks and don't give them credit when it's very obvious that they're taking their look. But I mean, other than that, I do whatever I want to do. I don't really think about what other people are doing on their channels. I just wing it. And then she asks, what advice would you give someone who wants to start making beauty videos on YouTube? Love your channel. Thank you so much. I would give the best advice I could probably give someone who wants to start a beauty channel is thicken your skin, put some war paint on, get that armor on your body, and be ready to go to war. Now, I don't say that to mean to scare you, but you have to really be prepared for the drama and the hate and the cattiness and the every man for themselves in this community, because it is there. It's very dominant here, and you have to bring something new to the table. You have to be entertaining. You have to be honest. And that's something that I think the viewers are looking for the most, is honesty and entertainment. Make them laugh, make them know that you're genuine, and you're golden. The next question is from Renee Beauty, I believe, and she asks, have you thought about coming out with your own merchandise now or in the future? I've thought about this, and I don't think that I would ever do that until or if I hit like 100K or more, probably more like 500K. It's really not something that's beneficial for you or the company that you work with to do that kind of stuff. It's not beneficial to do that unless you have a continuous consumerism going on there. Like, people are continuously buying, and at the size that I am now, maybe a few people would buy stuff here and there, but it wouldn't be continuous, and the company would either drop me or it would just be something that got left in the dark or in the dust. And so it's not really something that I think is beneficial business wise until I'm way bigger, but I don't even think I'll ever be way bigger, so I don't know if that will ever really be a thing. And the last question from Instagram is from Sarah93, I believe, and she asks, what is your favorite makeup brand? Love your videos. Thank you so much for watching my videos. My favorite makeup brand is, I have no freaking clue. I don't really have a favorite. I think what I use the most of is Too Faced, but I don't think that's my favorite brand. I really haven't had a chance to test out a lot from all different brands, so I can't really tell you. I do know drugstore wise, L'Oreal is just where it's at right now for me, but NYX, I don't know. I just can't even tell you. I just love makeup. That's all I know. Okay, and moving on to my Facebook beauty page. The first question is from Margot Basista. I believe. I suck at names. I'm so sorry. I hope I don't offend you. But her question is, what was your dream job when you were a child? My dream job, oh my goodness. I think it was a ballerina. I think it was. I think I wanted to be a ballerina. Then I wanted to be a teacher. For a little while in there, I thought that I wanted to be a stripper. And I'm not even kidding, because I loved their outfits and I loved dancing. So I was like, oh, I had no idea what their job really was. Let's just put that out there. I wasn't like aspiring to be like a stripper, you know, but I saw them in clips on movies, you know, as I was passing by in the living room, and I was just like, oh my god, their outfits are so beautiful, they get to dance, you know, so I thought it was an amazing thing. But that flew the coop real quick when I told my dad one day that I wanted to be a stripper, and he was like, oh hell no. Can't you see I'm talking to my peeps? Why do you always have to interrupt? What's the matter? Don't do that. No, don't do that. The next question is from Princess Aria, and I love that name. Do you ever regret being a content creator? That is a question I don't think I've ever been asked since becoming a content creator. No. I don't think I ever have once, since being a creator, ever regretted it. Not once. I have had a lot of trial and tribulations when it comes to this channel with myself. I've grown so much. There are things that have happened during my time here that I regret doing, or videos that I regret making, friendships I regret making. You know, there's a lot of things that I do regret doing, or I wish I had done differently with my channel, but I have never ever regretted having the channel. It means everything to me, and I love the work that I'm able to put in it. I love the feedback I get from you guys, and I love the friendships that I have made that are amazing, so I would never regret this. The next question is from Amanda Soltis. Oh, I suck so bad. She asks, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or dead, fictional or real, who would it be and why? And then she asks, what is your all-time favorite book? Love your videos, Niki. Thank you so much, Amanda. So, who would I have dinner with? It's so easy. It would be my dad. I miss him so much, and he was so full of wisdom. And who I am today is because of him and my sister, but the values that I have for myself and the dignity and the pride comes from my father. And I would just love to be able to sit down and have a dinner with him and just be like, what do I do? You know, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? What do I do with this? Because he was like the wisdom man. He sat on the couch, and whenever you had a problem or you just needed a little bit of advice, I mean, people would travel to see my dad. His friends would travel to see him to get his advice. He was a really knowledgeable man, and he was very fair and kind. So I would just love to have dinner with him one more time and just pick his brain. Sorry about my cat. He is throwing a fit. And then she asks, what is your all-time favorite book? I'm trying to think of what it's called, because this book has been on my mind. They are making movies about it now, and I think it's called The Clockwork Angels. I don't know. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but you can correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong. But I think it's The Clockwork Angel. It's a trilogy. It's amazing, and the movies that they're making for them are amazing. Like, you can get them at Walmart, I believe, or probably any bookstore, but they are blow your mind, suck you in. You don't want to do anything but read their book. So if you haven't read them, I definitely recommend it. The next question is from Lupe Villarreal. I'm so sorry. And she asks, what makeup look that you rocked in the past makes you want to cringe when you look back at it? Big hugs, love your personality and your channel. Thank you so much, girl. My makeup looks, I think it was way back in the day. I think I was in middle school. I wore the whitest, lightest frost lipstick that I could wear, and that was like the trend back in the day when I was in school, was to wear that and silver eyeshadow, just straight up silver freaking eyeshadow with like stark frost white lips, and I rocked that shit. But when I look back at it now, I'm just like, oh no, Niki, no, here's a tissue. The next question is from Jennifer Turner, and she says, I know how much you love blush, but if you had to choose only one to use for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? Love you, girl. Love you too. I don't love that question at all. Now I'm trying to think of what blush I would use. Probably the Hourglass Ambient Lights blush, just because I've never used a blush like that. It's so beautiful, and it goes on so easily, and it just is like, it sinks into your skin like it's your normal flushed blush color. So I think that I would use those for the rest of my life, but I would be one sad bitch. The next question is from, oh gosh, I'm gonna murder this. I'm so sorry. Chatali Das. And she asks, what advice would you give someone wanting to start a YouTube channel? I did answer that before. So, you know, just be honest, be yourself, be entertaining, and it'll take you very, very far. The next question is from Jackie Bowler Petite. Suck. Oh my goodness, I suck. You guys are probably laughing your ass off at me trying to pronounce your guys' names. But she said, do you think that you'll have any more children? We go back and forth so much to where we are adamant that we are never having more kids just because it's very, very hard, and I miscarry so much that it's just enough. The last miscarriage was very hard on my husband, but he has recently been showing interest in that as well, so I'm like, we kind of go back and forth. We're married, so we don't really use protection, TMI, but if it happens, it happens, but we're not trying, so to speak. Okay, I put my cat outside of the room. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry if that's all you heard the whole video. Cats just seem to know. Alright, the next question is from Amanda and Johnny Sarasaconi. Who is your favorite actor? Ooh. I have a lot. Ryan Gosling, I have, or she said, or your top 5 since it's hard to narrow it down. Ryan Gosling, and I'm taking it you're talking male actor. So Ryan Gosling, Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, there's so many, and now I can't even think of their freaking names. That Liam Hemsworth, oh, he's so hot, and his brother Chris, I believe his name is Chris. Stud muffin. And the last question is from Marina Cook. And she says, what is your favorite perfume? My favorite perfume right now is not even one that I own. How bad is that? But it is Gucci's Bamboo. I want that perfume so freaking bad. I want it so bad. Every time that I go into Ulta, I like dose myself and I'm just like, like freaking out. I love it so much, but it is so expensive. So I probably will never ever get it. But it is like the best smelling perfume in the world. So that is my Q&A. I'm sorry it was so long. I wanted to get to all of your questions. So if you guys ever have questions, you can always just, leave them in the comments below. And when I get enough, I will do another Q&A. You guys can always ask me anything. I really just don't hold back. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure you subscribe before you leave. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.